Prophetic Messages from the Lord for the 17th of November, 2018. This is a compilation of prophetic messages from various of God's messengers, all consolidated into a format presented to you. Please take every word you hear before the Lord Jesus Christ for confirmation. The Father says, I am coming this day as the author and finisher of your faith. I am ripping out pages in your storyline that did not portray my best in your life. I am dipping my pen in the ink and writing new stories to outcomes that led to dead ends. I am a God who can make a way where there was no way. I will breathe new purpose and blessings into areas of your life that were not productive, but this time you will reap a mighty harvest. What the enemy meant for harm, I am painting the dark with my life and color that will never fade or grow dull. I am polishing the silver and gold to my perfection. No more will you remember these things as tarnished aspects in your life. I have seen your tears about the broken and shattered mirrors. The reflection that I will restore will shine only my favor over your life. I did not forget you, and you have proven yourself one who has not forgotten me. People have come against you with a smirk of enjoyment that things crumble before your eyes. I say to you this day that I am paying you back fivefold for the evil within the hearts of others towards you. Those that wish misfortune upon others with celebration will find my judgment at their doorstep. I will humble who I choose, and I will exalt the ones who stand before me with clean hands and a pure heart. Be watchful of your heart and mind in all matters, lest you succumb to the darkness in your soul, man. I will resurrect the fallen dreams of your youth and place your feet upon my rock yet again. Life, as you know it, will look like I have written for it to look from this day forward. Many want the dark to be the light, and when presented as lights, they will hold onto it for dear life. And it will indeed take their life in ways few would anticipate. I have raised you to be mature sons and daughters in me. Put down your childish ways. If I send someone to say that you are on the wrong path, do not brush them aside. Bring it all to me with an open mind and heart. I have been speaking to you about all areas that you are blind to. I will send a messenger to help, but you must remain open to my word through them. Too many of my people have wasted decades living in lies that were whispered in their ears. They have let precious time slip through their very fingers over and over again. Look around you. You will not be free of what you refuse to acknowledge. Do not think with your religious mind that you are void of deceptions in your life. Big or small makes no difference. All are dangerous to your soul and open up wrong pathways for you to stumble upon. I am calling my bride to live free. Can you smell the fresh dew in the air? I release my power and the angels over your life today. I will expose the roots of the enemy in your life, and I will open your eyes and ears to truth yet again. Will you choose to walk in the light? Will you choose to release all of your burdens over to me? I will place my armor around you and place my ring of blessing upon your finger. Come away with me this hour. Soak in my presence, and I will show you the wonders of my kingdom that are the inheritance of my people. What you are open to is what will come into your life for good or evil. The gateways that you leave unguarded will become your stumbling block, even when you are unable to see the connections. The enemy is standing and watching, looking for weaknesses in your armor. You must remain diligent in all things. Embrace what is of my kingdom. Ask me in all things for discernment. Wait until you receive my answer. I have allowed my people to come under persecution for my name's sake. Will you stand with me and be counted? You always have a choice to be a lover of self and your own ways. Even in the darkest of nights, the light of the dawn breaks in an instant. There is nothing that comes against you that will not release its grasp with just the sound of my voice. For my bride to go to the next level in me, it is necessary to prune off the dead branches. You must decide which path you will take. Life and death are in the power of your tongue. My remnant will be able to accomplish everything I send her to. She will trample on snakes and scorpions with a new level of authority that she has not seen or experienced yet. It is time for wishy-washy religious notions to cease. Those who possess the beating of my heart will taste and see the goodness of my finger over their lives. I am still in your midst no matter which way the wind blows. I am calling my one true bride to rise up to my desire for holiness and purity in all things. Will you forsake me or the world? I am calling all to examine their daily life and activities. There are things you will have to let go of to fully obtain the best I have for you. You cannot hold both in your hands. The brokenness you feel inside, I have stirred for your benefits. You see, for as long as you continue to convince yourself that you have no wounds for me to heal, the longer you will not allow me to make you whole again. The walls one puts around their heart and mind is just a facade to mask their pain to others. I know everything about you, and I see things that others would walk on by unnoticed. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Once you fully give me that problem, I will begin to work on healing and restoration for you. When I was on the cross, I saw what happened to you last week, 7 years ago, and decades ago. I saw what would happen in the distance. Understand time as I see it. If I heal you today, your future pains change as well. Did you catch that? There is mystery here, is there not? You walking into the next situation healed prevents the next wound from attaching to a previous wound. How many times have you been wounded and felt it was similar to a time long ago? When I heal, it is like you were never wounded. For as far as the east is from the west, I will cast your sins and the sins done against you, to be remembered no more, and to never cast a response within your heart and mind again. What I have promised to you, I will always come through for you. I will fight your battles even when you think no one cares for the cause. I may not handle things the way you envision, but know that I will always take care of it completely. Trust my timing, even when it is not right away. I am working on the other person as well, bringing understanding and restoration onto them. Bless and forgive even your enemies. Ask me for help. I will surely impart the power to set you completely free. Just as the butterfly must struggle and press against the sides of the cocoon to be set free, so too are you in the moments of transformation and transition. The butterfly develops strength and endurance during this process, and so too are you in this now of your life. Do not think this is an attack of the enemy, for it is not. This is just part of the becoming that I am doing in your life. You are entering into what you are becoming in me and through me. This time is but a moment that will flash by in your life. I have removed the blinders over your eyes so that you can see my hand working clearly in your life and in your situations. There are seasons where I will keep my influences blocked from your view to allow you to grow deeper in faith and trust in me. There are times where I want you to see the majesty that I am creating all around you in an up-close and personal way. Everything has a season and purpose under heaven. I have not left you without. There are hundreds of camels all around you, carrying what you will need now and for tomorrow on your journey. Nothing have I left to chance, so erase the doubt in your mind and heart. I will come through for you because that is what I have always promised to do for you. Look closer, and you will see that I have indeed drawn your path in the sand. It may not go in a direction that you think it should, but it is indeed where you need to travel. Do not allow yourself to wander away because my best will slip through your fingers. There is peace that I am laying over you this day. It comes to you like a thick, cozy blanket, wrapping you up in my arms of love. I will never forsake you. Let me reassure your heart and mind that all will be okay, for my voice trumps all other voices. Let the silence fill your soul until you can only hear my voice and see my hand over your life. You are mine, and we are one under heaven and earth. The sand is shifting, and the ground beneath is crumbling. The ceiling above you is now your floor. I am in this moment elevating you to a new level in me, for today is your day of promotion in the kingdom. I have taken notice of all the big and all the small things you have done for my name's sake. I see it all, and my angels record it all. You never have to wonder if I will bring justice and order in all things, for my very nature is to do so. I am sending my answers this day on circumstances that you have cried out for vindication, and my righteous hand over the matter. I am for you, so who can be against you? My wind will blow against all wrongs in your life, and blow down whatever is not of me. You will see resolution come to long-standing issues that have plagued your mind over and over. I desire nothing to hinder or hold you back in the new that I am sending you into. I am resolving and clearing the slates so that you may build the new on a fresh foundation. Cast your cares upon me, for I am your Lord and Savior. There is nothing I would not do for you. I see all of those tender wounds and deep hurts. I will come to you and heal you so completely that you will forget you had ever been damaged. Come and release all to me, for I am able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you ask or think. I have all of your answers, and I hold your future in the palm of my hands. I keep the stars in motion, and I will bring all into alignment and in perfect motion for you. My voice will be heard across the land like a mighty lion. I design a day of rest, because I have designed you to need rest. Rest I freely give you. When you don't know what to do about a problem, come, rest in my arms, and let my peace fill you beyond your natural understanding. When I walked on the earth, I took time to rest. I took time to relax and have fun. Don't worry, my kingdom will keep moving forward even when you rest for a bit. Do not concern yourself with what others will or will not understand. Speak softly and be gentle with one another. I will take care of the details around you. I am working in the hearts and minds of those near and far from you. I have not forgotten your prayers, nor your tears. I understand the sacrifice you endure for my name's sake. Even now, I am lifting you high above the turmoil. Let me speak to you today through your restful sleep. I will refresh your mind to rejuvenate your ability to continue on with full power from my voice. I have said that it is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit. When you struggle against this principle, you are working out of your own will and flesh. Your efforts may look pure and fruitful, but cause you to move backwards instead. Do not feel guilty for stepping back daily. There will always be demands for you to answer or reply. Allow me to rearrange things around you and send someone else to help. I have unlimited resources at your disposal when you ask. I know the need before it ever leaves your lips. I am your helper in all things. I say to you this day that I am speeding up things in your life. What you seek, ask, and knock for will come to you within expediency from my throne room. Do you hear me whispering all the wonders I will place at your feet? I am a God who loves to lavish my children with the kingdom in fullness. I am reviving the innocence of childlike faith in my people. No longer will you drop your trust in me at the slightest of winds blowing in your life. No longer will the enemy be able to sway you off of my path at the mere prodding for you to disbelieve the promises I have spelled out over your life. I am bringing a new protection to your mind and heart that will place a hard shell of armor around you. Choose to not place this down each and every day. In your free will, you can undermine my purposes for you. I am setting you upon my mighty fire so that you will have greater influence in the territories where I have placed you. People will listen more readily to the things of my kingdom. The lost world is so very hungry to hear my voice. I will place you in a position to have an impact in places where the door was slammed shut before. Do not fear going back to places where you were not received prior. I have parted the brooks around you. You can safely cross now. Family and friends will see my light shining in and through you in ways that were darkened to them before. They will desire to have what you have, and that is the Christ within you. I will come from within you to change the world around you. I am here, and I will do all that you need and exceed your expectations. I will place you on that water, and all will see you walk without hesitation. Feel my power upon you, for my finger is mightily upon you even in this hour. I will carry you through. Never will I leave you. There is a mystery in my kingdom. As you give sacrificially to where my spirit leads you, the storehouses will become more and more open to you. No one is able to outgive me. When your heart is turned towards my will, you will find giving a joy and seek to give even more out. Be generous, for I am a generous Father. You are my hands. A cheerful and faithful giver sows and reaps favor and blessing that are not unlocked any other way. Are you listening? Many of my people have become takers. If someone blesses you, my desire is for you to bless them in due measure. The widow at Zarephath was waiting for death to take them. She served my servant anyway. From that sacrifice, she not only was restored in provisions that would not run dry, but her son was brought back to life. She could have thought that their last meal was too much of a sacrifice to give away, but her willingness to go beyond her own needs made the way out of the circumstances. Do not say you have nothing to give. I am the giver of all things good. What is in your reach and ability right now? What you give out, I will surely replace in greater abundance. My wells and storehouses never run dry, The favor is yours for the asking and taking, but do not be thieves. Where your heart is will become your blessing or curse. I am the source of your resources. Do not allow fear to cause you to stumble. I will not fail. Put on the heart and mind of Christ, for in this hour I am looking to and fro over my creation. I am seeking hearts that have me as their center with steadfastness. I will ask you to step out into the unknown just as the widow was asked to. Will you be of my kingdom purposes, and let my glory be demonstrated in ways never seen before? I am not finished with my creation. My mercy and love are poured out to all of mankind. I desire to use you as my mighty vessels for all to see Christ. The darkness over the land will break with just one willing to be my chosen and called. There is life even in the most desolate of places. Many have found situations that seem to have no life or purpose to you being there. I say, look again. I have not placed your feet upon a territory that you would not have influence in. Even in a desert, there is water. Life springs forth during the heat of the day and chill of the night. You are exactly where I have called you to be in this moment of your journey. Flowers bloom that only I can see. There are wondrous exploits that I will do through your hands even when no one is there to notice but me. Grab a hold of what I have placed into your spirit. Your assignment is right before your eyes. Do not wish you could be doing what another person is doing for my name's sake. Where I send you is vitally important. I will never waste your time, for even the small mustard seed has importance. All great trees start as a small thing. But some of the biggest kingdom movements began with just an idea planted in a heart of a willing vessel. I am calling my people to be movers and shakers in the kingdom. The seeds have already been given to you. Do not believe the lie that this passion I place within you will never amount to anything. It doesn't matter what obstacles that come against you. My hand of favor rests upon you, and nothing will fall to the ground unfruitful. Rest in the knowledge that I have sent you, and failure is not your portion. My voice will course correct you if needed. My hand will bring the right people to you. Be flexible in the shifting. Everyone has something to contribute, but some will not be there for the whole mission. Just like a train barreling down the tracks, your assignment will not cease. The scenery will change and seasons will change, but what I have placed inside of you will go on long after you leave this world. The fullness of my kingdom is yet to be seen. This season into the new year marks a mighty shift in the atmosphere around you. You have come through extreme temperatures where 1 minute things were fine and the next chaos ensued all around you. I have walked you through these trials to bring you to a place on my shore where circumstances will no longer affect your position in me. Seasons are necessary and designed by my own hand. I know what needs to happen each and every step of your journey. Take comfort in that I am the one who places you on a potter's wheel so precisely that all of the cracks become mended. For you to go to the next in me, many areas needed to come into adjustment and realignment. It was not that you were so off my path that a major overhaul was needed. No, my child. This is just part of you becoming more and more Christ-like. Aspects of the you require deep cleansing and healing to be able to go higher and deeper within me. Many have judged you during this last season. I am removing the stain of shame that has been associated in your thoughts. I have restructured all within because you were fully with me and walking with me. You have yielded yourself over to me and let me have my way in your life. I will ask you to shut out all the naysayers and cling just to my voice. Many will cause you to have a double mind if you allow. I have you in the palm of my hand. We will do great exploits and climb to new heights starting even this month. I am finishing up healing and other preparations in this now. Everything will turn out okay. Deep sorrow and regrets will turn into beautiful songs lighting up the sky like the most grandest of rainbows. Promises spoken over you are coming in focus in this season. Your hands will catch a hold of things you have long placed to the back for a time. A table of celebration is being prepared, and your enemies will surely see my hand of favor over your life. From this day forward, consider the restraints removed. Like the birds of the air, soar higher and higher without concern, so too will you as you step out into what I have planned for you. There is nothing holding you back from the reaches of the unlimited in my kingdom. There will be those that say you can't with impossible on their lips. They will attempt to place boundaries, but don't buy into it, for it is only an illusion cast by the enemy. Where I send you, I will make a way even when the doors are slammed shut. When I say you can have all that I died to give mankind, I absolutely mean you can have all now. Too many of my people are waiting to receive when they leave this world. This is not correct thinking. I have made the way for my fullness to be restored now into your hands. I brought the kingdom to you 2,000 years ago. Don't live a life believing that you are in a state of lack, for I say there is no lack in your life. I will supply all of your needs to the riches of my glory. If I died for you, why would I turn around and lie to you? What you see in the natural is not your true status. Today is a new day, and what you believe in me for is what you will behold. I do not see you the way you see yourself. I see your complete, unending potential in me and through me. What man considers important is not what I place value in. Break free of the mentality to find fig leaves to cover yourself with. I have clothed you in righteousness. I have placed my best upon you and sealed our covenants with a ring on your finger. Do not place importance in your natural eyes, for they can deceive you. Look at what I am doing all around you in the spirit. I am working things out for your good in all things, even things that you did not ask me for. You are blessed and highly favored. Joy comes in the morning. Many of you are at the midnight hour of your trials and tribulation. I tell you that my joy is about to hit you at full speed. For the morning light is almost at hand. Prepare for the stepping out across the door's threshold. And do not spend one more minute thinking about what you are currently going through. I say that victory is here, and the overcoming has established itself in your vocabulary. Many lessons were learned, and you have come out changed for my glory and honor. I have placed you on the potter's wheel, at my will and good pleasure. The Christ in you is shining more powerfully than you have ever known before. Release the temptation to be angry or bitter about these last years, for I will restore all to my beauty and delight. I can make even the darkest moments into the most beautiful, if you will let me. You are no longer climbing and clinging to the cleft of the rock. You are now able to look down and up with no fear or concern, for you know fully that I have placed you in the cleft of the rock for your protection. Even when things are confusing, I am working out all things for your good. I can take any mess and make you blessed in spite of it. Yes, people have judged you incorrectly during this time, but I have held you up high in my courts. I declared that you are righteous and due my vindication. I will answer all that have come against you. Let go of all that keeps you stuck in the past. I have fresh new things for you to behold that will release such favor in your life that you will no longer care about what went wrong. I know what the truth is, and I did not miss anything that you went through unfairly. I can take it from here. Do not feel the need to explain yourself to people who will never listen to the truth. I have you in the palm of my hand. Nothing will I let harm you. I love you so completely and deeply, depths that you will never fully understand. Let me show you the reasons why I have you in my mind and heart all day long. You are my precious pearl. I am coming to pass by yet again. My people, listen to this, to the rustle of the leaves and the song in the air. My mighty winds is blowing over, speaking second chances to those who reject the first wave over their life. The souls that rejected my namesake when I came to them long ago are about to be revisited by my spirit. I have heard your prayers for their salvation. Listen to the ground shake all around you. People are transformed in a mere moment and twinkling of an eye. Grab your things and come watch at my city gates, for in the spirit you will bear witness to a kingdom explosion over all the earth. Reports near and far will be of people suddenly seeing Jesus in front of them, speaking to their hearts and mind with such clarity that nothing will be lost in translation. Prepare, my churches, for you are being called to take them under your wings with my love for them. People from all walks of life are coming to your doors. Will you let them in or reject them yet again? For as you do unto them, you are also doing unto me. I have been preparing you for such a time as this. You are my called and chosen, my beautiful and priceless bride. Do not toil and struggle against yourselves for a minute more, for this displeases me. Drop the pretenses that somehow you are not a sinner just as they are. In the secret shadows of your heart, I see what is truly there. Come to me, for I am doing a new work inside of you. I will wash all white as snow. For today is a day of complete and magnificent new beginnings. The table is set for all who will receive. Your response determines my response over your life. Choose my life-giving vine and get ready, for the kingdom is before you. My children will rule and reign, and they will do so with my heart and by spirit. This is why I have taught them the humility to enter in, that they might know my precepts by walking in them. The earth was given to you to rule, but as you fell, you lost your ability to stand before me, much less rule. Now, through your relationship with me, you will stand and rule in your agreement with me. Nothing will stand that is not of me. Nothing will stand that does not honor me. Nothing will stand that does not make you free. Nothing will stand that does not stand in me. This generation will know more surrender than any other generation has ever known. This generation has been warred against in a way that no other generation has. In the past, the devil has tried to force my hand in an attempt to keep from happening what I am doing in this time. I have planned what I am about to do from the very beginning. And each one called to this generation will be raised from their desolation their life has become. In their desolation, their life is but tinder on the altar to them. I am raising my firstborns, and I will gather them. I will show them the mighty God they belong to, and they will take their first step toward the altar only to be gathered into my arms. Because of their surrender, they will know my power in their lives in a way that no other generation has ever known. I do a thing unheard of, and to do this, I will raise them up. You cannot imagine it. Don't try. This is how my power will manifest, for it is only seen in my presence. There are things that the devil has always gotten away with that will come to a halt. Things that have become the norm that will no longer be accepted and taken casually by thinking people. The day is soon coming when my children will be envied and no longer scorned, when my beloved know who they are to the depths of their heart. Signs and wonders will rule the land. And the God of your forefathers will no longer appear to be absent from current events. I am about to make a splash, and with just one miracle, create a ripple effect that shapes the entire planet. You have planted in dry land, but I will send a wave to wash over it. This wave will come in great power to transform the entire field, and every seed planted will spring up with new life. I have kept track of every word, and not one will fall on deaf ears or remain hidden in a cold heart. What very little victory you have seen is only a shadow of the power you are called to walk in. You will know victory that is only seen in me, and as you continue to stand, you will know as you are known and see as you are seen. Are you ready to do exploits in my name and not your own? The sword you are called to carry has the ability to separate the marrow from the bone. This is the power you are called to walk in. You are now strong in what will challenge the weak in the days ahead. You are one step ahead and immune to what will deeply challenge them. Those that look at you as if you were strange will look to you as an example of how to find me and overcome. You will not fight, but you will win. I hold all of your promises in my hand. Every ounce of respect you have lost because of me, I will repay. Every pound of flesh stripped from you, I will replace. Every inheritance withheld, I will release. Ounce for ounce, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, I will repay. Humility and trust are a lethal combination, and together they are the most effective defensive weapon against the enemy that you have. In them, you stand immovable, unbendable, unshakable, and unbreakable, hidden in my identity and protected by my name. The level of your humility before me will determine your ability to receive what is owed you in your life. Those who want to rule and reign must first submit their reaction to the cost of their calling to me. For how will you rule and reign without power? And how will you walk in power outside my presence? The depth of your devotion will determine the measure of your maturity. The measure of my righteousness is what determined your calling. And that is the measure of righteousness required to walk it out. You will not just walk, you will dance. You will go forward from this day with a spring in your step. You shall know joy in me. The dead and fallen will be raised to dance in my arms. Don't settle for what you can't imagine. That is not what I promise. Far from it. The faith it takes to embrace my promise is the faith that will keep you in my presence. As you are faithful to believe my word, I am faithful to perform it. This is the higher calling I have placed within your heart, that my desires be fulfilled in your life and not your own. That my heart beats within your bosom, revealing in you the reflection of my intention. You will speak into every spiritual climate, giving it direction. This is how the whole of my creation will come to know perfection. That my beloved be known as those who know me. I will pour out revelation on you, and on your children you will never forget. I will pour into you revelation that will hit you like a bomb, shattering all that you thought of yourself, and all that you thought you should become. I will reveal all of my intention in you. I will reveal my nature and my thoughts in a way you never thought I would. I will align your thoughts and secure your heart, that you not be filled with regret over yourself and your life. I will bring you into my courts, having already pleaded your case. I will bring you into my presence, empty of all shadow and falsehood, and fill you with peace. You will no longer think of me as the God who withheld, but the lover of your soul who secured your release. The love I will reveal will forever bond your heart to me, never to stray and never to leave. I have come to make your way straight, that you will stumble no more. The tools in my hand has shaped and honed you and made you beautiful and strong. Does Michelangelo's David resent the tools used to make it? It is one of the most beautiful statues there is. You are no mere statue, but a living testament to my ability to give strength. And if you are to walk in it, you must give up your resentment and abide in me. The tools don't stand before you, they stand before me. It is time to move forward, and the first thing you would need is to be free. Your low opinion of yourself will change just as soon as you stop assuming everyone else is agreeing with you. It will be a breakthrough for you to fully realize the only one who believes the devil about you is you. Hold fast now, my little ones, who are on the earth at this time. Many things are coming about, and with that I mean good and bad, blessings and curses. Please know that I have all of you in the palm of my hand, and nothing shall harm you. Many will not know what to do. I shall say this to you this day, my children. Make haste to ready yourselves for return, for I am coming to retrieve what is mine. Hold fast now, my children, my little ones, for I shall make it known unto you when your call shall be. I am well able to retrieve what is mine, and well able to make manifest my own. I have things under my control, and nothing shall be made known that is not already known. Trust in me, my children, for at this time you will need to be securely in me. All men of the earth shall know that I have come to retrieve what is mine. Many shall know that the time has come, that all have spoken of over the years, the generations. I am well able to do all things spoken of and more. Rest your heads, your hearts in me, my little ones, for I shall gather you unto myself. There are those who shall be called first. They are those who will forerun for the others. helping to clear a path, provide a way. These are those who have been chosen by me to do this. Others will come later in smaller groups from all around the world. My children, listen to me. I have you at heart. I can do what your heart will allow me to do. Open up to me all things now, children, without delay. Empty yourselves. One final time. One final inspection. Be ready, for you know not of the time of my coming. I am with you, my children, in all things. My desire is that I bring you all home to me, and that none perish. Take these last moments of introspection to the greatest measure. I am there for you, my loves. Hold fast now, for what I say to you this day will come with great fear. I hold back the masses at this time. They have been told they are on the way. You have limited time to do, so run with these words, my child, to those who will listen. I have reserved this time for things such as this. Make mention of my enduring love for them and my great desire to bring them home. Today is the beginning of something new. I tell you of it now that you may remember my words and your faith will be increased. A new phase has been birthed around you. New happenings you've never thought to see. The climate is changing. The environment is changing, and you must change too. The unexpected will become commonplace now. You think you know what is coming, but you will soon understand you do not. Unexpected happenings will begin all around you. You will quickly learn you must be ready for anything. The balance has been tipped, and there are consequences to be paid. Prepare yourselves. The path my people take now will be a new one. You have not passed this way before, but I will guide you every step of the way. Your world has changed in ways that cannot be repaired or made right, and what is out of balance will now fall. Be ready, for these changes will be big ones. Few of you know what to expect now, though many think they know. It is much later than you think. Few of my people are ready to be called home, though almost all think they are. This is a time when you should be inquiring of me what changes you need to make, and I will instruct you. Now is the time to set your houses in order and be ready any day for when I call you home to me. If you have submitted to my refining, you will be coming home sooner rather than later. If you have not submitted, you will stay on the earth longer and experience the things I have told you about. Spend your time now showing love, doing kindness, and spreading my word. Those you love will remember what you told them at the proper time. Leave the rest to me. I know how to save all those you are praying for. Your preparation is to know my word, speak my word, and love those around you. Minister to the poor and the fatherless, and the widows among you. Do all the good works you can. Everything is about to change. Soon you will not be able to do the things you are accustomed to. Your whole routine will be changing as you must work around new restrictions in your movements. The time is coming soon when you will need to seek me before any movement at all. Prepare yourselves to be wholly dependent upon me. Prepare yourselves to be wholly dependent on me to provide your necessary food, your water, and every necessity, because it is coming. My children, I desire you would remain in your watchful state. There is much coming you are unaware of, and I can only inform you about some of it. In these times, the enemy of your soul seeks to twist my word in a special way. He desires to bring to pass the reverse of all I have instructed in my holy word, and all I declare. By doing this, he believes he can overcome good with evil. He desires to eclipse all that is of me. The evil that is coming to the world is far worse than anything man has ever experienced before. And your enemy will stop at nothing to gain souls. Nothing. He will torture those you love before your eyes to persuade you to deny me. He will withhold food and water, not only from you, but from them. And he will laugh as he does these things. Your world is about to change forever, and it will never change back because the end is upon all the earth. My children, there will be signs of what is soon coming in your skies. Pay attention to all that occurs there. There is also betrayal at work in the skies. Nations keeping true intentions undercover. Do not be surprised when your nation learn what has really transpired in the skies. You will learn many new things in coming months. See that you receive this knowledge with both wisdom and humility. You are being prepared for what comes next, and you will have some idea what is coming next when you are given this new knowledge. Everything you do now is important. If you sin, the consequences will come quickly upon you. If you do good, the rewards will come upon you quickly. Be mindful of your intentions because I see your heart. I see what is behind everything you do, and I shall judge you accordingly. My children, remember when you are tempted to be prideful that I punish pride very severely. Pridefulness is very dangerous to my children, and it gives the enemy many inroads to your life. I am keeping you safe when I change your circumstances to deliver you of this terrible sin. In times coming, your circumstances shall change drastically. All my children will be persecuted, and not only by strangers, but by those you know, as darkness continues to increase dramatically and laws change. As these laws are changed, my people shall have nowhere to hide. They will be forced from their homes, for they must hide their activities and their belief in me. During these times, there will be some who do not believe, who will seek you out to learn of me. Many of you will give your lives for the testimony you share when it is discovered. Do not fear this, for I have already borne your pain. Rejoice, for you are coming home to me when this happens, and your joy shall know no bounds when you reach heaven. A plan has been devised against my people, by one who strives to get ahead amongst those who do not believe in me. This plan will be carried out soon, and many shall die because of it. But death is not the worst. For those who live shall suffer cruelly and much worse than those who are taken. Watch for this emerging world leader to appear on the scene, for it will be in the name of peace, but for another purpose. Soon my people will have nowhere to hide. A tragedy is coming that is so immense, so widespread, and its effect that all the world will mourn with America. This tragedy will bring about a financial crisis like nothing before it. The shock will cause all to take an inventory of their lives. Many lost will run to me then, to know more of me, and you must be ready for this time. You must be ready to answer their inquiries about me. You must be walking in my ways to model me before them. I will begin soon to call more of my aging saints home to me. I do not desire they see this tragedy. These are the ones who have served me long and well, and their rewards are great in heaven. The scope of this tragedy will be shocking. Many souls will be lost in what is going to happen. This is my last judgment call to the world to turn away from their sins, to turn to me, to give me their hearts. At the same time, many who know me shall turn away, blaming me for this tragedy and laying down their faith. Satan will enter their hearts then, and their end shall be far worse than their beginning. Hold tight to your faith, my precious children. Do not let the enemy have your souls. Remain steadfast, for I have not forsaken you, and the end of all things is near. This will not be stopped, as this nation is a stiff-necked, prideful people who feel no need for me. I will soon show them they need me, and that I indeed am Almighty God, as I take their every comfort away from them. Those who are mine draw near to me, and walk close to me each day, that I may strengthen you even as you walk through the valleys and the trials that are coming. My people, I have told you, this is the age of chaos, and this is true. When chaos reigns, nothing is in order. Nothing happens as you think it will happen according to patterns. Everything moves and becomes mixed and jumbled. A shift is brewing and will soon be released. This shift will cause everything around you to shift. As everything around you shifts, you may feel as if you have been thrown into a mixture. You must remain calm as this process happens, as there is nothing you can do to control it or to control the outcome. Let the pieces fall where they may, for I am with you, and I am aware of what is happening to you. I will take care of you, my precious child, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Fear not, only believe. In the times upon you, death will come through many avenues. Suicides will be prevalent, as many will not have the ability to accept that their world has changed so much. Death by wild beasts will be common, as their worlds are also changed, and they will roam to new places to find food. Death through sickness will be a daily occurrence, as medicine as you now know it will cease to exist, manufacturing being a thing of the past. Death will also come by the plagues. Men's minds have no way to comprehend the agony that living on earth will become. The enemy of your souls will do everything he can to make you fail in that time, to make you deny me. But those who overcome, those who endure to the end will be saved. My children, many of those who die around you will be those you love. You must prepare your minds as best you can for what is coming in order to survive it until I bring you home to me. Lean on me and learn to have my peace in your spirits in the midst of chaos, for soon you will need this. Whenever a nation is exalted very high, the fall of it would be very great. America, once a nation that exalted me, that worshiped me, has fallen into sin. America has fallen into much sin, and very grievous sin. America can rise no more, as the enemy has polluted the minds of those who do not fear me within her. She shall be given over into her enemies' hands for destruction. I have a remnant in America that I shall protect even in that time for a period, that they may show my glory to others and help them believe before coming home to me. And when the destruction will be finished, and the end of all things will follow shortly. Ready yourselves, my people, for your time to arise and shine is almost upon you. And you must be ready to step into all I have called you to do. Only a few more tests, and then you can come home to me. Only a few. My people shall be tried by fire in these last days, for this is the time of the end, and the greatest battle of all is approaching. For now you have peace, but soon that peace will be taken from the world, and all that is written in my holy word shall transpire. And then you will be at home with me, and great shall be the reward of those who endure to the end. I am the beacon of truth. I am the light of the world. Many have chosen to seek the darkness instead of my light. My children have grown weary, and the thirst of nations covers the land. Speak now, Son of Man. Speak what I have shown you. Speak of the season. Just as the fig tree becomes dormant and waits for the change of the season, so too my children await my return. Evil's time is short, for twilight approaches for the unforgiven. Daughter, speak of man's pride, proud and arrogant man of the earth. This will be your downfall. You believe you are gods, and you are not held accountable. Your thoughts are evil continually. You don't consider anyone's needs except your own. Money and power is your idol. Proud and arrogant, sitting in high places, making plans, you have forgotten me. You lean on your own understanding, and you don't come to me in prayer. You don't worship me. You worship money and power. I will shake your land to wake you up. I tell you this now, so when it happens, you will know I am the Lord. I will have no idols come before me. I will throw down your high places. I will burn your cities. I will wipe away the abominations with a covering of water. You refuse to humble yourself before me, so I will humble you. I will humble you now. I will humble you now. Your king has not been given power or authority by me, King of Kings, to take the land I gave to my chosen and divide it. Israel, Jerusalem, the land I gave your fathers is yours. You are a stumbling block. King of Babylon, hear my words. You have not come before me. You do not honor me. You have not learned the lessons of past. A house divided cannot stand. My house will not be divided by you. My land will not be divided by you. I will divide your nation and your house. I will divide your people. My anger is kindled against you, proud and arrogant. My breath is fire. My hands hold lightning. My feet break the earth into pieces with each step as I approach. Babylon, your appointed king, will seal your destruction. Babylon, your land will quake and sink. Chaos and war is coming because you will not repent. Only the remnant will be spared. Children, why do you test me? I am the God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Do you know me? I am slow to anger, but you continue to test me and push me. You have not repented after I sent you many prophets and messengers to warn you of the coming tribulation and judgments. You laugh at their warnings. In doing this, you laugh at me. You mock them. In doing this, you mock me. You call them liars and false prophets. You will die in your sin for doing this. You are unable to control your tongue. You are unable to control your own wicked behavior. I have been testing you. You will call on me soon and beg forgiveness. Behold, my wrath and judgment are upon you and your nation. Babylon will burn. Speak these words to my children. Let this message travel the earth, so all have understanding of the coming events, and no one can say they did not know. The beast's time has come, just as I have prepared for this hour with my chosen, with my watchmen, messengers and prophets, gathering together, teaching and instructing my army of light. The adversary, the beast, has done the same, getting ready his army of darkness. They have been busy preparing the way for him. Everything is in place for planned events to unfold. He will close all of man's worship temples. He will remove all idols of gods and saints and replace them with his own image. He will remove and destroy the book of my words, because he knows my words are power. My words are life. His words are death. My words are truth. His words are lies. He will rise to power in an unexpected way. No man has understanding or knowledge of the event. The prototype of his image has already been made by his servants. You will be forced to bow and worship the beast. You will have no choice but to agree to his mark, or you will face death. Meditate on these words I give to you. His army will kill and torture your family if you refuse his mark. If you take his mark, you will belong to him for eternity. Repent now and turn from all sin. Read my words and live. The dream that I will share with you today was received on the 19th of October of 2014. Before we begin, we want to read Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. And it says, I will stand my watch and set myself on a rampart, and watch to see what he will say to me, and what I will answer when I am corrected. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Behold the proud. His soul is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. And here's the transcript of the dream. I had a very strange dream last night. I was in the States at someone's house during the daytime. The only problem in this scenario is we were barricaded inside the house. In the house, there were people looking through a slit in the window screen on high alert. Afterwards, I proceeded to the same window and peered outside. What I witnessed before me was a large group of Arabic Muslims with weapons in hand. The one whom seems to be the religious leader brandished a sword in his hand, all staring at us with a look of malice, waiting to attack. And a side note that I want to mention here is it looks like it took place in New York. Moving along. Then I was taken to a different scene. I was at some winter sporting arena outdoors. The arena was cold, very cold, and I was amongst the spectators watching the ski jump competition. Then I was taken from being a spectator to a competitor and participated in the ski jump event. It was snowing so intensely and visibility was very low. I was suddenly awoken from my dream and checked the time on my watch, and it was exactly 3:33. I proceeded to use the restroom and went into prayer before the Lord. I returned back to bed and fell right back to a dream state and was in an area similar to where the Muslims were when they were surrounding the house in the dream. I was in the streets during the daytime, going through what looks like a normal average day, when suddenly people started getting sick all around me. I then saw a large picture, like a panoramic picture, appear before me, displaying a strand of virus under a microscope, and I heard the audible words, Ebola. Immediately after the picture of the Ebola strand vanished from sight, the scenery changed to nighttime, and I was in a metropolitan area. The streets were overrunning with sickly people, and I began to witness military helicopters and soldiers dressed in full biological protective gear made of a type of durable green plastic forcefully grab people and take them away. I saw a blonde-haired woman who did not seem infected make a desperate run from the soldiers at a full sprint to get away. I even heard someone from the helicopter say, "She is infected," to the soldiers below who were in pursuit. I then witnessed another helicopter coming from my left side, which looked different from the others. The helicopter looked civilian in nature, but the man that was waiting for the woman looked like he worked in a private security firm. The woman made it on board the helicopter, and it proceeded to lift off and take her to safety. I was in the air following after the helicopter and watched as it landed on a helipad attached to this very large skyscraper. Now remember, the scenery looks like New York. And then I saw the blonde-haired woman get out and walk inside the building in a hurry. While inside the building, she began to climb a flight of stairs and was making her way to this luxurious dining area where it seems like there was a very high-class dinner party going on. As the blonde-haired woman made her way to the party with a look of urgency on her face, I saw a man come out of the dining area, and I knew this was her father. She began to desperately tell her father, "My blood has the cure for Ebola. I am not infected. We can use it to save the people." As she was still talking to her father, he abruptly cut her off and told her the following words, which caught me off guard. He said, "Just let it go." Immediately, she stopped talking and stood there very upset, and I watched as her father coolly returned back to the dinner party. The dream continued to proceed further when I was suddenly awoken by my alarm clock. So now, the lesson that I want to share about this dream is, although the dream entailed some rather troublesome events, the one thing that was constant throughout the entire turn of events was the peace of God, which remained on me at all times. I had dreams like this before, but was usually always in a state of concern and panic. But for the first time, I was at complete peace, a peace which transcended all understanding that I ever knew. We have access to that peace when we are living in the will of God. So I say to you that may that same peace be upon us all during the final days of earth as we continue to run this race marked out for us. Maranatha, Lord Jesus. Amen. And the two scriptures that I share is, first is Proverbs chapter 18, where it says, The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, and like a high wall in his own esteem. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. And also in Isaiah 26, you will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Thank you for listening.